Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into something pretty significant in the U.S. Army.
Yeah, the creation of a whole new military occupational specialty, or MOS.
Exactly. It's the 40D, the Space Operations Specialist.
And our main source here is an article from the Army's own Space and Missile Defense Command Public Affairs.
Right, dated May 2nd, 2025. So our mission today really is to figure out, why now? What will these specialists actually do?
And what does this tell us about where warfare might be heading? It's fascinating stuff.
Definitely. So where do we start? Maybe the why.
Sounds good. The article mentions LT Gen Sean Gainey.
Yes, and he really stresses the need for space capability in future conflicts. He basically calls these soldiers the Army's go-to space experts.
Yeah, it signals a real shift, doesn't it? Space isn't just support anymore, it's a core domain.
Absolutely. And this ties into their bigger strategy.
It does. It fits right into the Army space vision supporting multi-domain operations. I mean, that's their whole framework for fighting across land, sea, air, cyber, and space.
Okay, so the what for these 40D specialists is?
Well, two main things, really. First, disrupt how adversaries use their space assets, think satellites for communication, navigation, that kind of thing.
And second,
Protect our own forces from attacks enabled by an adversary's space capabilities.
so both offensive and defensive aspects in the space domain.
Exactly. Now, interestingly, the article points out a historical focus.
You mean how space expertise used to be concentrated?
Yeah, primarily in the officer corps. This 40D MOS is a deliberate effort to build that same deep expertise within the NCO ranks.
So specialists, sergeants, all the way up to command sergeants major.
Precisely. They want that embedded knowledge and leadership at every level, not just temporary assignments.
Which makes sense for long-term capability. You need that experience baked in.
Right, you need NCOs who can advise commanders and lead teams with a genuine understanding of space.
Okay, but the article calls this a zero growth effort. That sounds a bit like Army budget language. What does it mean practically?
Yeah, it does. Basically, Command's Dorado Trap Major John Foley explains it's not about increasing the Army's total size.
So no new slots overall.
No, it's more of a reshuffle. Soldiers who were doing space stuff temporarily, maybe from air defense or intel background.
They go back to their original MOS.
Right. But the manpower authorizations, the slots themselves, they shift over to become 40D positions for new soldiers coming in.
Ah, I see. And crucially, anyone can apply for these new 40D roles from any Army MOS.
That's the plan. Opens it up quite a bit. It's about stabilizing careers for those who were in space roles and creating a dedicated path forward.
A strategic realignment then, leveraging past experience but building a dedicated future force. So how do they train them? What's the focus?
The goal is to make them well-rounded, both technical experts and tactical thinkers.
So not just button pushers.
Definitely not. They need a comprehensive grasp of all aspects of space operations and global missile defense. It's pretty broad.
Preparing them to be senior enlisted advisors on space matters, that's quite the responsibility.
It really is. It underscores how vital space has become.
So the big takeaway here seems to be the Army getting really serious about institutionalizing space expertise across the board. It's a core warfighting function now.
No question, it's not just an add-on anymore.
Which leads you to wonder, doesn't it? As technology races ahead and maybe the nature of conflict changes even more.
What else might these specialists end up doing?
Exactly. What kind of unforeseen roles or responsibilities might emerge for these 40Ds down the line? Something to think about.
Definitely food for thought.